Hey guys, I'm Marta Geek. In this video I have an unboxing and hands-on look of a wireless keyboard for your Nintendo Switch. And what's cool about these keyboards is that they actually work as Joy-Con grips that lets you have, of course, your Joy-Cons and the keyboards in your hands at the same time while you're playing on your Nintendo Switch. And that's what's so cool about these. Of course, this is how it looks in the back, in the packaging, 8 to 10 meters. It works with the 2.4 gigahertz receiver. It has the 200 milliamp hour battery inside of the keyboard, and basically that's it. All you got there is the size and all that. But other than that, let's go and take it out of the package. I put it back in the package, that way you guys can have an idea what to expect when you get them from Amazon. Keep in mind they cost me $24.99, but of course there are other brands out there in the market that are a little bit cheaper or a little bit expensive, however you want to call it. And of course you got the cable, you got the key manual that you might want to read, because there's a couple things on how to pair this with your system and other devices as well. Now keep in mind, what's cool here is that they actually work with USB-C. That's cool. They work with USB-C, so that means you can actually use the cable that you use for your Nintendo Switch. You can use them here as well. I'm gonna try it with the red Joy-Cons that I have right here. This right here is the receiver that you're gonna use to connect them to your Nintendo Switch. But the problem is that you can't do that here on the Nintendo Switch at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the dock right now. Okay, so I already plugged the USB receiver to the dock of the Nintendo Switch, and I also plugged in the USB-C cable as well. That way I can show you guys how this starts charging when you connect it to the USB-C cable. Now, right now, like I said, I'm going to use these red Joy-Cons, and I gotta say, it looks pretty damn cool having the Joy-Cons with these grips and the keyboard right there. That's something that aesthetically, for me, it actually looks pretty damn cool. If you're one of those that complain that the Joy-Con grip is too, too close to each other with the Joy-Cons, this is a little bit better because it separates them a lot more than the normal Joy-Con grips. Also, here in the bottom, it adds some grips as well there that makes it easier to grip your Joy-Cons and feels a little bit better when you're playing video games. Here in the back, you also have a little bit specs there as well. You got the on and off, so you got to turn it on. This keyboard, keep in mind, if you can use the Joy-Cons without turning this on. It works normally like any other grip. But if you want to use the keyboard section, you actually have to turn it on. Then here, you have to, this is the connect button right there. You have to press it and hold it until this starts flashing right there. It's gonna stop flashing when it finally connects to the USB receiver. Okay, so it already stopped blinking, so that means that it actually connected to the USB receiver. But let's go ahead and show you guys how it actually looks when you're charging here. This thing right there. There you go. Click it right there. And look at that. This is how it looks. Charging status of the keyboard. And here you can see the charging status of the Joy-Cons. That is really damn cool. Keep in mind, I was using these Joy-Cons. That's why they're both red. But when they're completely charged, they're going to be turning green. So that is really damn cool. And of course, when you tap right here as well, you're going to see the status as well of the Joy-Cons too. But that's pretty cool that you get to see the plus and negative button right there. That looks nice, lighted up. And of course the status of the battery for the keyboard. Let's go and take this out now. So like you see there, it's not gonna work unless the Nintendo Switch is actually docked. So I'm gonna go ahead and dock it and then use the screen monitor to actually show you guys how it works. Okay, so now finally with the Nintendo Switch docked already, we can actually start messing around here by, like see there, by just tapping. Now to keep in mind, this right here, this little light right here, when you tap right there, that means that caps are on. Everything that you write there is gonna be in caps. And now if you press it again, it goes down, so now it's not in caps. So lock caps, leave it there, and that's it. So like you see there, once you actually hook it up to your dock, then you're gonna be able to start typing. So that for me is a little bit negative there, because I was hoping that the keyboard would actually link to the Nintendo Switch wirelessly via Bluetooth or something like that. But sadly, this does not link to the Nintendo Switch via Bluetooth, which honestly would have been the best way. Of course, if you have a keyboard and you're using your Joy-Con grips, most likely it's because you're playing on TV, most likely, but not necessarily all the time, because you can actually play with the Nintendo Switch in kickstand mode. Now, when you want to do symbols, all you got to do is press this key right here, has the symbols button. Then you use any of the symbols that are, like you see, they're highlighted with the letters as well. So if I want to do like hashtag, it would be the E right there. Then I have to switch again to letters, and then I'll go ahead and write Diablo 3 and space. I could just post it if I want, but right now I'm not gonna post it. The other thing that you would actually use this application, sadly there's no social network app, which would have been awesome to use this as well. But of course, some in-game has some texting and commentary. You could do it in some in-games. You can also use this, of course, in the eShop store as well. Go up to search, like there. Let's say I want to search for a YouTube app, right? YouTube. Click OK and search, and there you go. It appears the YouTube app. So honestly, I really prefer this way to type on to the Nintendo Switch eShop and everywhere else. But of course, the problem is that it has to be docked. It works only if you can connect the USB receiver to the Nintendo Switch, which you can only do it if it's docked. Now, I don't know. I haven't tried, but I don't think it does work. I don't think you can actually connect one of those USB-C hubs to the Nintendo Switch and then use it like that. I believe you cannot do that. But other than that, this is all for this video. I just want to share this little keyboard for you guys. It's, like I said, it's around $24.99. That's what I paid for it. I did not receive it for free. Believe me, guys, I'll let it know if I did. I think it actually looks cool. I like the fact that, you know, you got the Joy-Con grips plus the keyboard right there. And for me, it actually, aesthetically, it looks pretty damn cool. Now, another thing that I would have preferred, because these buttons are actually rubber. These buttons are actually rubber. I would have preferred for them to be hard plastic, because they're small buttons. And for me, when you're touching small buttons in rubber, it feels like a little bit gummy, too soft. And for me, I would have preferred for them to be hard plastic or very hard rubber. But they honestly, when you touch them, they honestly feel very, very soft rubber. Of course, the only negative thing I would have to say that it doesn't link to your Nintendo Switch via Bluetooth. It only links via the 2.4 gigahertz receiver that comes with this device. Now, since it actually works with the 2.4 gigahertz receiver, that means that you can use this keyboard on a computer, on any other device that you can actually use a keyboard. So other than that, guys, thanks for watching this video. I just want to share this keyboard with you guys because I think it looks interesting. It looks really cool. And if you're one of those that type a lot on the Nintendo Switch and hate the on-screen keyboard, this might be a good solution for you. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I'll leave links for this in my descriptions. That way you can purchase it from there if you're interested in it. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.